Hello everybody, welcome back to another anti-MLM video. I'm Christine, I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to take a look at a training how you can fast track your MLM experience. We will take a look at two people on Instagram, and I guess we will also do the game, what MLM are they from? Not because that was planned, but I just forgot. Let's take a look what network marketing company they're from. Maybe take it as a guessing game from the get-go. I genuinely don't remember. Let's take a look at two people that want to explain to us how to fast track your MLM experience. Let's go.
Hello. You're gonna hear my pug snoring, who's also in my hat. And I'm gonna wait for my friend Haley to hop on, but we just hopped off of a exclusive training that I am doing for the month of January. And my girl Haley is already starting to implement it on her team as well. You're not gonna see this anywhere else, okay? This is an exclusive mathematical strategy that I've been using on our team that is working. It is giving you a fast track to earn, and we are going to chat about why you guys want to hop on board now. So let me see if this works. Where'd she go? There she is.
Hi, good
I love that
morning.
you're a hell yes kind of gal. Like, you want to go live? You're like, hell yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah, let's do it. This
So
is like a weird day. I feel like there's I don't know, whatever. Let's go.
weird good?
No, weird good. Just
Okay.
like, not a lot of things going on, which is like, what do I even do with my time right now?
Well, I'll feel a little bit of it here. I was
Yeah, I
like,
love it.
I gotta like capitalize on moments where I'm like focused here. I've been really good with balancing my time on my phone, which is not normally my forte, but it's an intention I'm making in this new year. And that's kind of like this training. Like as I've been pondering, thanks, Sonia. She said, I know. Can you even get over my hair in the last couple months? It's like
It's
bonkers.
transformed,
It's actually bonkers. If you
even
don't
since I've
use
seen you.
since I've seen me, if you don't use Bondi Q serum, and this is like day 3 hair that's been up in a bun. So I like literally just took it out and slapped on a hat for this. But anyways, sidebar. Um,
Okay, so I think the veil is lifted. These are two Monet tons because one, of course, has to wear a hat, and the other one doesn't put any effort in making her hair when she jumps on social media trying to teach people how to fast track their success in Monet. I suspect they're from Monet. Great.
so my objection in this business, but specifically moving into 2026, is people are wanting to get more intentional with their time. They want focus. Like you can mindlessly scroll on this app. You can throw darts at the wall, like trying to figure out what's going to stick. There's so many opportunities to make money online. There's so many things, and you're hearing like social media is like this echo chamber of make money here and do this. This is literally a fast track that I haven't heard another leader do. I haven't seen another team do. I haven't heard anyone kind of taking this roadmap. And I was like, we're going to break this down really simply. This is an exclusive training you're only going to get on our teams here, but we're going to break down for you really simply. Like if you're wanting to try these products, there, this opportunity is a no-brainer. If you're wanting to try these products and you want to earn extra income in 2026, what this training is it's an exclusive roadmap for you to earn. You can earn your investment back like right away. First day, first hour. I earned my investment back literally in the first hour. Why is this different? It's by only helping 2 people.
You don't make your money back in the first hour because you get paid commission if you're able to sell the week after, the Friday after. So you might have been able to recruit 2 people or to sell to 2 people, but you don't get your money back right then and there. Everything connected to you building a team, recruiting people is paid out on the 15th of the month, and everything connected to sales is sold out on the Friday, the week after you sold it. So no, if you purchase a starter pack in Monet, you don't make your money back instantaneously. You have to wait until you actually get paid. At least until the next Friday.
And I think I mean, Haley's a rock star. She's literally bringing in the most amazing team. It's like the most fun thing on the planet to be a part of. Um, but people who are like, who will buy from me? Like, how will this look? Like, I know you have an audience of people who previously, were totally um, skeptical of money
Anti, not even
or
skeptical, anti.
anti.
Haters.
Anti.
Haters.
Tell your story. Tell briefly. I know so many people know your story, but
Yeah, just get into how to fast track your business. We don't need to hear your sob stories. I was the biggest hater, and now I recognize the business model is what it's really about, and that's why I joined, and that's why I'm now successful. Let's get into the fast tracking thing, people.
we haven't
Ugh.
gone live in a while. Tell your story.
Yeah, so I am a hairstylist. If you don't know, I specialize in hair extensions, and I was the biggest money hater. I used to make content around how awful money was. And I came across Beck, in 2020, and I became like a low-key obsessed with her. So I just was like a silent stalker.
That's not
And
good.
then we connected, I don't know, in 2024, I think it would have been. And she found me and
Hey, girl, do you?
she sent me the Hey Girl DM. But listen, I like loved her so much. She had built so much trust with me over the years that I would have talked to her about whatever she wanted to talk about because I just was like, we would be friends in real life if we ever met. And she was like, let me send you products. I'm like, no, thanks. Like, no. But I still was just entertaining the conversation because I loved her. And then I finally caved. She was like, just send me the products. If you hate them, you can say you hate them, but at least you'll have tried them because I had never even used them. And so she
Never
sent
even
them,
used them, but publicly bashed them.
like, eating my words. So embarrassing. So she sends me product. I fall in love with them very quickly. And I was like, dang it. And then she's like, okay, cool. Like, so now you can sell them. And I was like, yeah, no thanks. I'll just be silently using them. I used them for 9 months. I didn't tell anyone. Um, and then she one day was like, put a photo of your hair from where you started to where you are now, like side by side. Because I was like, I mean, it's like good. I like it, but I hadn't felt like I'd really seen a huge difference.
You see
Seeing the
yourself every day.
photo, yeah, seeing those photos side by side, I was like, this is insane. Like, this is actually crazy how big of a difference. I got into hair extensions because my hair wouldn't grow. So it was always stuck like mid chest. And, it might grow longer. One side would grow longer. I'd have to cut the other side up to even it out. I felt like it would never get as long as I wanted it to. And I finally had long hair. Like I don't wear extensions anymore. It's still my business, it's still my career, but it's been really crazy. Like I finally have the hair that I've been paying thousands of dollars to have over, 8 years.
I wonder how she's able to do that with those nails. It always scares me when people in the beauty industry who are close to your face have these fake claws. Nothing wrong with long nails. Mine are currently chipping off left and right, so I had to shorten all of them. I also typically like my nails long. Those are my natural nails, but I also I don't know, I don't pop people's pimples and I don't do lash extensions or I'm not in their scalp. So it's a bit I'm always a bit concerned when people have these fake long nails and they work close to your face or close to your head. But also, it would have been nice to see what her hair looks like now without extensions. It would be nice if the salespeople for a hair care company, especially when they're professionals, that they would also make an effort and show me the hair, not a hat, and make an effort.
Um, and so yeah, that's kind of my story. So,
And
and
now the business that she was reluctant to do the product. It's been kind of a spiritual walk we've been on
yeah,
for
it
the
has.
last year and a half of just kind of breaking through our own programs and our stigmas. And it's actually my favorite thing on the planet to do. So it's
Yeah.
been fun. And I literally just let go of any attachment to what was Haley going to do with this. This is her thing to do her way. But I was really enjoying really just walking through with her what it looked like to have self limitations, not only around like Haley and I both, we don't really have self limitations on our worth or our ability to do things. We kind of tease with each other that like I kind of tease with Haley, like I'm so grateful to have her as a friend because I have that personality. Like I remember when Haley joined, I was like, you're so amazing. Like you're gonna kill it. And she's like, I know. Like, I love this because I am kind of this way, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need those words of affirmation personally, just because I'm a pretty confident person, right? And
Yeah.
not in a arrogant way, just like I know who God created me as to be how in his image, and I am just like I know what I'm capable of, right? Anyway, so she's the same, and she, like, right away I knew that she was going to kill it, but her limitations were more on, like, what were people going to think as far as her reputation. And as people who, we don't think we care what people think of us.
Yeah,
It
I
starts to
did
be
not think I would that shocked me, how much I cared about my professional reputation, which makes a lot of sense. Like I've worked really hard to build a reputation, the reputation that I feel like I have a pretty positive one overall. Um, and I was afraid that money was going to shatter that, to be honest with you. As a stylist, as you know, someone who has used social media as a tool for my business for the last 8 years, like I didn't want me using money to ruin that. And what was interesting was that I feel like the opposite actually happened. And you told me that, but I kept telling back, like, I don't want the business. In my mind, I was like, I will just link products as I would link anything else. I'll be able to share them with my clients, friends, family, and I'll just make a small commission. That was kind of my goal with it. And even the money started coming in, and it was like, it was cool. I was excited about it, but it was, a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there. And then it started like, it turned into a couple thousand relatively quickly. And I was like, oh, I can pay like one of my mortgages with this. Like, that's pretty cool. So I was like, I want to kind of see where this can go, but it took me a long time to get there. And I went to Monations in August, which was in Las Vegas. It's like their big convention, you could say, conference,
which
whatever.
you were not gonna go, but
I
you
wasn't,
earned it free because you just were kind of cranking immediately. And I was like, Haley, this is rare. Most people are paying for this. Like, you earned it. And it was like, I
yeah.
want to say like 2 weeks before you were like,
It
okay,
was.
let's go.
It was
Yeah.
2 weeks before. And I was
Yeah.
hesitant because it was over my birthday. So I was like, I'm going to be
Yeah.
going
That's right.
to this thing that I don't really want to go to over my birthday. My husband couldn't go. And I was like, I'm going to be hanging out with, obviously, I love Beck, but I'm like, people that I don't know in real life, I'm spending my birthday alone with them.
Well, there are a lot of signs there for everybody always saying, nah, I read the signs and I just had to jump into that opportunity. There were a lot of signs that said, girl, don't do it. It is not worth it. And if she is a hairstylist and that is her profession, I completely understand why she's hesitant. I'm not very eloquent today, am I? I understand why she was hesitant. I stumble over my words today because that can wreck your reputation. And it's not just because of the products. It's this typical, I was a hater, but now I'm a believer because now I see money coming in. That is connected to the business model. Some products, I'm sure, also from Monat. Wow, this will be a rough day. Put on your seatbelt. This will be a bumpy ride. Some people in Monat will use the products or customers and will love them and they will work wonders for them. And therefore they might think, oh, the price is worth it. Monat products are really, really pricey compared to what is out there on the market when it comes to hair care products. For some people, they might be meh, probably overpriced for what they are. Those people don't want to look at the products anymore, and for some people it doesn't work. But the actual problem, the actual issue with network marketing is the business side. It's not just about selling a couple of products here or there, although I don't support network marketing companies or buying products from network marketing companies, just because that also feeds into this bad business opportunity, into this bad business model, just by purchasing the product. But it is that most people lose money when they join a network marketing company. And the same is true for Monat, and that is why people are hesitant because they know the red flags. Lots of people say, it's a pyramid scheme, and the Huns are always really obsessed. It's like, you have no clue what that means. But in the end, people telling network marketers, I don't want to join because you're in a pyramid scheme. It's just an equivalent of saying it's a bad business opportunity, it's sketchy, it's scammy. No, I'm not going to join. And I guess that's where her hesitations came from. And then over her birthday, they had Monations, their annual conference. Her husband wasn't able to go, and she thought, yeah, let me join. There were lots of signs there to say, you know what, let's not do it.
So I really didn't want to go. And I ended up going. And the thing that going to that event, what it did for me, it was really cool to see there are so many women who are doing in like they're doing so well.
Those nails scare me. Honest to God. They're not extreme, not just extremely long, they also have this really unnatural curve. I don't want anybody beside in my scalp, in my face with those fingers. Ugh, no.
They're doing so well in
Looks
this
dangerous.
business. And I think as a business owner, right, we're in business to be profitable, to make money. Like that's the entire objection or objective of owning a business. And so then I'm watching these women who are on stage making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. And I'm like, they're not even hairstylists. Not in like a derogatory way towards
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
were doing. Like I respected it so much because I'm like, if they can build what they have built, if they can make hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and they don't have a background in hair, why can't I do that? That
Mhm.
that like blew my mind, but it just showed me that it was possible. And I told Beck coming back from that, it was the end of August. I was like, okay, I'm giving it a year. I'm giving this like a real go. I want to see what I can do with this.
And that just proves it's not about the products. The products are a sideshow because you don't have to be a hair care professional to sell these products and to recruit people. The people on stage, the people at the top, they didn't sell the most products, they recruited the most people. It's not about the products.
With this. And honestly, it's been taking off ever since.
I think the thing that I take from your walking this with you that I take with me in mentoring other people through this business. I remember saying to you so much in the beginning, and I say it to everyone, but it was kind of heightened with you because you've had more resistance than almost anyone who's ever joined me, maybe anyone who's ever joined me. And I respected that though, right? Like, because I saw you growing through that in so many
Yeah.
ways. So I was like, we have to take this as it goes. There's no rushing this process. But here's what I find, and I've heard you train now your team to this, is that you can have that resistance all day long, but if you don't at least show up and take a step, take a action, you will not learn. You won't
Mm-mm.
know what's on the other side of it until you take the step. And what I would tell Haley all the time as she was getting so in her head about what was going to come from this, like what was this going to mean for her? What if I don't want to do this all the time and I've already put it out there and like I don't want to commit myself and da-da-da. And I was like, I would say to her like, Haley, just one step at a time. Like, just take it one day at a time. And you would be like, I can do that. I can do that. That's tangible for me. And I think hairstylists specifically, they have the most reluctance. Hairstylists and influencers have the most, and I was an influencer for so long. So I get that side too. It's so
Totally.
different than what we've done. And influencers have this.
Let's get to the fast tracking of the business, okay? I will speed this up. I don't want to hear that mumbo jumbo. We've heard it a gazillion times. What do you do in a network marketing company like Monet to fast track your success? Let's get there, ladies. Come on.
The same, sorry, but ego, right? Like,
Yes, it's an ego
well,
thing.
it's
It's
an ego thing.
100% an ego thing. Yes.
And I think I've done so much work over the last 5, 6 years has been my main like personal thing I've been working through is ego. Sort of letting myself feel through that every time. So there's a balance, right? Especially when you are confident, and then those feelings creep in, and you're like, I thought I didn't care what people think, and this, that, and the other. So it's such a gift. It's such a gift because aside from the money and all the things, there's so much spiritual growth and emotional
Well,
growth.
and I think what I've learned too, and you helped me see this, and I had been seeing it over and over in other ways in my life, but this just was amplifying it. Every time I have had like a leaps and bounds growth period in my life, it has always come as a result of doing something I didn't want to do or something I had resistance around.
Yeah.
And I think what is interesting about that, most people avoid, and I was that, I say like most people after having been that person, where I would just avoid things I didn't want to do. Like, I'm like, no, that sounds terrible. I'm not doing that. No, because it sounds hard. It's gonna make me uncomfortable. I'm afraid what people are gonna say about me, think about me, whatever my excuse was. And that's all they were. They were excuses. So I would just avoid it. Well, growth is on the other side of that fear of that resistance. And there's no way around it. It's only through it. And Money brought that so like it really held a mirror in front of me for me to see like what are my resistances, what am I afraid of, and am I going to let that fear, that discomfort control what I'm doing? Because that's at the end of the day, that's what I was doing. And we grew up, my dad still says this to this day, what you fear controls you.
Totally.
And
Totally.
and so it like hit me like a brick wall. And I was like, if I'm going to continue to let, these little things, like it would be to the point where I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to make a post about Instagram. This is so small, but it's like, I'm going to make an Instagram post about money. And I write it all up and it's ready to go. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't say it. Maybe I've done like a story series talking. And I was like, no, like stop. You're posting it anyways. Put your phone down, walk away from it, whatever you need to do. The response was always significantly better than I thought it was going to be.
Always.
Always. But it was just the thing. And it wasn't even about the hair products. It's not even about the money. It's not about the business. It's about the growth that I have had personally through all of this journey too. Like I am a completely different person than I was, I would say even in August, just because of how this has challenged me and the mirror that this has held up for me with things that I've needed to face. But I don't know that I would have faced them otherwise.
And sometimes it's, well, first of all, I'll never forget the first time you did that. And I remember you go, I didn't know Sadie at the time, now obviously Sadie's on our team, but I remember you were like, I just had to text my sister. Okay, you were building up, we've been building up to this for a long time when you were going to Band-Aid, and you're like, okay, you sent me a voice note and you were like, I just posted it. I told my sister to keep an eye on it. I'm going for a walk. You won't hear from me for a while. I'm not even bringing my phone. I'm like, I can't know what people are going to say. I just got to go. Yeah. And I remember you came back and you were like, fuck, this isn't bad. I'm getting like really,
being really nice to me.
You're like, they like me. They really like me.
I was shocked. You guys,
and then other people messaging you like, I actually closet love the products. You're like, what?
Yes. It was someone that I like respected and know so much. She was actually so encouraging to me. She's like, I've been secretly using them too. And I was just like, thank you. Like that makes me feel less crazy. Yeah, it was so stressful. I was literally afraid of being canceled. Like I thought everything I had built was going to get canceled on that day, which is nuts. Like when you think about this, when you think of how delusional that is. Yeah. And Sonia saw it and she's like, hey, sign me up. And I was like, wait, what?
It's crazy. The more I talked to Sonia, I had no idea how long she was watching this business and thinking of jumping in, but it took the right person, the right team, the right posture for her to be like, this is where I want to join. And that goes to show like, you never know who's watching you and inspired by the other side of like what you're sharing. And that's why, so I was going to say like, sometimes it's, like fear. Sometimes it's actually just avoidance. So for me, it's been avoidance. So for me, it was like, for instance, just being live right here, right now. I would avoid going live like a plague. And Ivy, who I joined in this business, would say to me, until you get over that, you're not going to get to the next level. And I, as an influencer, was like, and I don't know that it was ego. It was more, I just didn't understand it. Like going live, but this is how like people need to know what it looks like and the things we went through, right? And when we could have these kind of conversations with each other, and then we're together, and then we're on the phone. But like, if I had heard real people having this conversation, maybe I would have viewed the business differently because I don't know. Anyways. But for me, it was like, why am I going to have a conversation on my Instagram live with someone who's it just like didn't? Ivy kept being like, have you gone live with them? Have you gone live with them? Have you gone live with them? And she would be like, okay, don't come back to me again until you've gone live with them. And it wasn't a fear. It wasn't. I didn't even know how to put my finger on it. It was like, it just felt useless. It felt weird. I was like, that's so weird. So I would avoid it. And what happened was I would go live with people, and I'm not a content person. We've talked about this. I don't like making, I've been in content creation, influencer, whatever you want to call it, for 15, almost 16 years, but I don't like it. I actually, and especially now, I hate curating things. Like I want to connect with real people. And actually, I've never said this out loud, but I didn't say it. I am thinking about starting a podcast because I know, I actually was going to talk to you about this in California, but I hate curated content. I like conversations. I want you to feel what I'm feeling. I want to feel what you're feeling. I want real connection. So curating things feels so inorganic to me. Whereas a live conversation where I'm just talking about our actual experiences, like exactly what it looks like here, I can show up this way because there's nothing inauthentic about it. Like we're literally just talking like we would talk on the phone. So even though in my head it felt useless, in my heart when I would do it, I was like, that felt aligned, right? Yeah. And so you don't learn that until you stop avoiding it. Like whatever that is,
Totally. Well, I think too with like a live conversation, right? It is the most relatable thing. It's not this like heavily curated. We're over the heavily curated people. Like it's, I don't want to say it's dead, but it's dying. Like it's dying. It's social's moving away from it. People want like the real, the raw, the ugly. And I think you're going to see a lot more of just people showing up. Like there would have been a time where I would have been like, oh no, like let me put some makeup on, let me fix my flyaways, and that's not what people want to see. It's not real life. Like, and especially, and I saw content around this the other day with everything with AI. It's so like perfect, and people
and not real, like
not real. And now there's this like disconnect, and people have to question everything. Is this real? And it's going to continue getting worse. Like they're going to be able to fake everything. So it's like this is what people want.
And your algorithm may not look like that because our algorithms, like I've actually made reels on this, and I said they say there's a reason it's called your feed. It is feeding you what you feed grows, right? So you're feeding your algorithm, like literally. Like that's why TV's called programs. But anyways, we'll take that for another day. So you're feeding your algorithm. So if your algorithm is a lot of AI and you're seeing perfectly curated content, but you're feeling triggered by it, like you don't like it, you have to go take another route, right? So like it's so important that we're consciously showing up here, not showing up and consuming here in a way that we want to be part of. And so for me, like I'm watching girls get so good at curated content. People who didn't even know how before money. It's giving them a platform to learn social media, learn how to connect with people, learn how to work through objections, learn how to build their businesses, learn how to get past their ego. But they're focusing on curated content, which nothing wrong with it. It's amazing. Like it's working for them. For me, it's not what I want to do. I want to figure out if I'm going to be on this space, because the truth is before money, I was quitting this space. I was done. And I was great with that. But then I found money and God told me this is where I'm supposed to be. So I was like, I have to figure out how I'm going to show up in this space where it feels good and aligned and authentic to me, but also where I can sustain, right? Yeah. And I'm still learning what that looks like. I don't know, but I know that God is working through me. He's using this vehicle that is money to like, keep me here and keep me intentional on where I'm going next with this business and with social media. And I know that this vehicle gives me a platform to serve other people. Yeah. And so, kind of full circle to where we started here. This training is a way that it's a strategy that I've been using, individually since I started in this business.
So finally, we are now over 23 minutes into this. Now she's going to start talk about the fast track training, the exclusive one. Let's go.
I hadn't really put that out there as a training mechanism. And I've been working with Haley and several girls on her team and, like just who have directly joined me. And I'm like, why is this not something that everyone is doing. It's a very,
Yeah.
very fast track to earning. So let's take the person out of the equation who just wants a bigger discount, who just wants to get a $150 voucher. That's fine if you want to do. We have no buying requirements or anything that prohibit you from doing that. But we're kind of talking to a specific person that wants to make money on social media, wants to monetize their time on this screen. Um, this is a fast track, and you're not going to find this training anywhere else. Not only that, but this is going to be a month where you get to go through kind of what Haley and I are talking about. Like, we're going to take, you're not going to be able to learn how to grow here unless you take the first step. You have to be willing to go, okay, like when you join, we're going to give you that first step. We're going to be like, here's what we're
Yeah.
going to do first. And then and instead of getting overwhelmed, we're going to go one day at a time.
Yes.
One day at a time. This is what you're going to do right now. This is a literal, like the graphic that, I made for this training is a roadmap with a race car on it because it's a fast track. But it's also a shortcut fast track, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. We're giving you like an exclusive way to come in and earn your investment back. You can do it the day you join, the hour you join. It's very simple. It's helping two people. And then from there, we're going to tell you how to maximize your earnings. We're going to tell you how, if you are that person who you're a hard worker, you're willing to show up, you're willing to take it step by step, you have no idea where to start, that's okay, but you're willing to do the work, you're willing to rip the Band-Aid, we're going to give you that fast track to come in and blow it out of the water.
Yeah, then let's talk about it, please. And also, a fast track is not a shortcut. Either you go faster or you take a different route that is shorter. Fast track, shortcut, two different things. Let's get into this.
So today was that first step. I laid it all out there. Haley and I actually had a call the other day, and I had walked her through some of it, and she's already utilizing it on her team. You want to speak to that at all before we?
Yeah, well, I want to speak to a couple things because I think one of the things that has helped me in the success that I have had.
If the fast track just is recruit two people, I'm gonna shoot somebody. I'm gonna shoot my neighbor in the foot. I'm gonna kick a puppy. I'm going to scream assholes out of the window.
You did this with me that I didn't really know this was what you were doing with me. You did a piece of this component with me where you only had me focusing on my next step. Like
Yes.
some of the questions that I was having, you're like, don't worry about that. Like that's
Right.
just noise. Like this is your next thing that you need to do if this is the outcome that you want, right? And so I was like, okay, cool. Like I'll just see what I can do, like making money. Like I love the products. I want to help people, but like you were like, this is what you need for your next bonus. And that was it. That was all I focused on. And then I would get there and then you'd be like, good job. Now this is what you need for the next one. And then I was like, okay, but it gave me like very simple targets to
Yeah.
hit. And so I think that played a huge role where you're like, it is a fast track. Like I think that's part of why you helped me fast track my success. But I also was not paying attention to anything else. I wasn't watching other people's
So
content.
good.
I
So
wasn't
good.
consuming what other people were doing because I think that comparison game can kill. Like, I still don't pay attention to a lot of what, like, I was just having this conversation with one of my girls the other day. I still don't watch what a lot of the girls who are like
Same.
super crushing it because I'm like, I'll get in my head being like, well, I'm not doing enough, or I should be farther ahead than where I am. Like, whatever that story is. So I'm like, no, like I stay in my lane. You tell me to do this thing next, that's what I'll do. And then you tell me that my next thing after that, that's what I'll do. It's like blinders on. And I think that really was very helpful for me. It kept me out of my own head. But yeah, the like strategy that you had is like with onboarding like new people, you had told me that before, but I think I just wasn't in a place to hear it. Not that I
Yeah.
like was mad about hearing it. It was just like that it didn't click for
Yeah,
me.
totally.
And that's the thing that I've also learned, like it's a very repetitive. You've had to tell me the same thing probably 27 times, and then there gets a point where that 27th time it finally clicks because
Mhm.
I'm now in a place to receive it. And I needed to hear it 27 times before that. I just wasn't in a place to implement, maybe.
Maybe she needed to hear it 27 times, but we already heard about 27 times that there would be this mythical fast track exclusive training. What was it that you have to hear? Give us the specific example. It's like pulling teeth.
Maybe. And so I literally implemented it. I had two market partners join yesterday, and I implemented it with one
Love it.
of them because the other one had, anyways, I implemented it with one of them, and she's already like significantly set up for more success
Yeah.
than most of the other people that I've onboarded. And
How?
so I'm excited now to be able to take that into onboarding more stylists, and more people, because like it just, they don't know that I'm setting them up for success in this way,
Exactly.
but
Exactly. Yes.
coming in, they're set up and then they can hit the ground running and send it, you know?
And I feel like it really aligns because I feel like, we talked about like it's not necessarily the quickest way for you as the person enrolling them to earn or maximizing your earnings right away. But when you set them up for success, you will earn more in the
Yes.
not even the long run, the short run, because you've set them up for success, like you said, without them even knowing it. It's
Yes.
really interesting. I'm really excited to see how this goes. I feel like
Same.
this is going to be really, really game changing. And I don't know why I hadn't done this as like a whole training before because I was telling people on the back end that I was like, why are we not as a team doing this? So I'm excited to see where it goes. The last I want to say on that, what you just said though, is the reason you are so successful is because every time I would give you that next step, your confidence was always shining through in that where you'd go, perfect. And you'd be like, you'd go do it and you'd come right back. And even though you didn't know where you wanted to go with this business or, you know, really any part of it, you would just take, you were like, I'm willing to do that one step at a time. And those steps, they built your confidence in the business.
Well, and then it compounds. Like all of
Wow.
it's a compounding business in every aspect. So like the things that I was doing, 6 months ago have also helped build where I'm at now. And
Yeah.
the things that I'm doing now are going to help where I'm at in another 6 months.
Yeah.
And yeah, but so
This
I
month is
completely
going to
agree.
be insane. Like you're
Yeah.
already to like almost like a six-figure business monthly. Like it's actually, and that's just
Yeah.
like you're just getting started. And you're attracting the person who is like you. Like you take
Yes.
Sonia, I don't know if she's still here. I tell Sonia, you tell Sonia, this is what you're going to do next. Sonia's
You're gonna
like,
do it.
done. And not only does she do it, she does it immediately. Like she shortens that time where everyone else is thinking about what they're going to do. Sonia's like, if you're like, hey, everyone's trying to hit that by the 30th. I'm like, Sonia, I want you to hit it by tomorrow. She's like, done.
It's
And
wild.
so
We're hearing a lot of income claims that she is almost at the six-figure monthly income. Take all of that with a grain of salt. I do not believe the Huns when they make those financial claims. It's their job to make a crappy business opportunity sound great. But will we ever get to learn what this fast track training is like? Recruit two people? Is that it?
yeah, it's like you're attracting that person because that's
Sorry.
Sonia says done. It's true. And that is what separates the people who watch from the people who are successful because a lot of people want to be successful. A lot of people want to be in their car. A lot of people want to be making, 5, 6 figures a month. That doesn't mean they're willing to do the things to get there, you know?
No. And I think what like I've owned my own business for uh 13, 12 years now. And so, and when I say like this, I don't want this to sound like it's easy because it still takes work. But this is the simplest business I've ever built.
Mm.
Meaning I, went out on my own, started doing hair, like working for myself. And there's not a roadmap for do
Yeah.
this step and you're going to get clients. Like there kind of is nowadays, but like at the time I had to like figure it out on my own and I had to wing it. And my first year in business total that I started my business, I made $13,000 total in the whole year.
And no
And
one's out bashing that business as a scam, right?
no, no. It took me it took me almost 10 years to turn my business behind the chair into a six-figure business.
Mhm.
It's taken me 9 months to turn money into a six-figure business.
Crazy.
And I think like especially for hairstylists, for other business owners, It's all laid out in front of you. All you have to do is the action.
Yeah.
And it's not a matter of like if you can be successful, it's just a matter of when.
No, it's a matter of if. So she wasn't able to make six figures in a month. After 9 months, she almost hit her six figures within Monat. You cannot compare recruiting into a network marketing company because that's their primary job and benefiting off of your team, where the majority of people on the team will lose money. And that's why people call it a scam, to you running your actual business that is based on sales and services like selling and doing hair extensions, like clipping that into people's hair. I don't know if she just sells it or if she has an actual salon where she also does the hair extensions. The one is based on the sales of products and of a service, and the other one is recruitment based, not comparable. And yeah, that's why one is called a scam and the other one is not.
And that's determined by how quickly you want to move or not move. And that's completely up to you, and it's completely fine either way. I'm somebody, I like to move quickly. I like to see success quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move quickly. And I think too, like, as somebody who came in with no specific goal in mind, it wasn't until I kind of started seeing like the snowball effect of what this could be, where then I was like, oh, now I know my goal. Like, I know my goal. I'm going up here.
Like you're literally just getting started.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's really interesting, like, as far as business, because I know how hard stylists work behind the chair day in and day out. It's not an easy career. It's hard on your body, it's hard mentally, emotionally, it takes a toll on your family. And to be able to have something that can support that business or eventually supplement it or maybe even replace it, depending on what your goals are, but it's still doing what you're doing in the salon, like, why wouldn't you try?
Because she said it herself, it's a snowball system. That is the German word for pyramid scheme, or another word for a pyramid scheme, because you're not doing what you're already doing. It's not just about the sales of the products. As a hair professionalist and you have access to other people, you might be able to regularly sell more of these products. That could be beneficial, but what she's talking about here is recruitment. Get two people in and do it quickly. Benefit of the bonuses and the rank advancement bonuses. We're not getting into this very likely. I mean, we still have almost 10 minutes left, 9 minutes almost. It's very likely the thing that they're not trying to sell, not trying to tell us, this exclusive training. It's so exclusive, we're not going to hear it. It's about recruitment, and it's a snowball system. Which is funny because that's one of the German words for pyramid scheme. So why is it snowballing? Because it's like an avalanche. One person starts, then you get other people on your team and other people and other people, and at the end you have this huge snowball system, and you benefit off of the people that you included into that snowball, into that pyramid that you're operating in. It's not about the sales of the products. It's about the warm bodies that you get onto your team.
You have nothing to lose except maybe like $250 on your front end investment. And I guarantee you, especially if you've been in the extension world, you've thrown at least $250 away on an extension training. You've probably thrown $5,000 away on an extension
And by the
training.
way, that's your products for you. That's not like you paid that for your business. Your business
Right.
came free. So like you could go drop that on your hair products for you anyways. I wore hair extensions for years. I would spend like $1,000 just on the hair before even getting to my appointment that I was spending all the money. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, charge even more than that, but it's like, this is your products you're buying and you're getting
Yeah.
a free business with it. And just to answer that, like,
You're getting a free business, and those are your products you're buying. If you buy products to get this free business, then this business is not free. And there's a difference between pretending, that you have a legitimate business for somebody, which is just a really, really bad opportunity where most people will tank more money compared to somebody who wants to get extensions. What do you expect when you go to the hairdresser? You get extensions? Well, you pay for the extensions. You know it's pricey. If it's too pricey, you don't do it. And if you get training how to do hair extensions, then that's an actual investment in your business, your legitimate business. Those things are not comparable yet again.
objection you may be on the other side of the screen if you've gotten this far. It's like, we are not your mom's Mary Kay Tupperware business. We don't
You
come
are.
at you, we don't exploit you for money. Okay. There's
You do.
zero predatory about this. If you
No, it's
have
very
thought about
predatory.
network marketing, you've looked at network marketing, you've had a thought about network marketing, unless you've researched this, you don't get to tell us that it's predatory, because
Then I can tell you it's predatory. I've researched it for over 3 years now. It is predatory. And I do not believe two people who want to tell me it's about selling the products if one wears a hat and the other one has her hair up in a messy bun so I do not even see her hair. It's not about the products. It's a scam. It's sketchy. It's a snowball system.
literally we make no pennies on you if you do not make money. Like,
Nah, that is not the truth. You can join her team, and just by you purchasing the products because you want the 30% discount, she makes money of every single item you purchase. Either because you're a direct recruit from her, but you don't want to run this as a business, you just want the products. She benefits off of every single product you buy, or it goes towards the group volume or the team volume. She benefits off of you. That's a lie. That's why it's a scam, because you're lying to people.
we make a one-time commission on your product pack, the same as if you were buying products as a customer. And then if you buy products for yourself, like we're just trying to get, like, it's not like we're trying to get you to buy products, because unless we teach you to make money, we're not making money.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like a whole conversation for another day.
You make money of every move your downline makes, whether that is buying the products, recruiting one person or 100 people, but you want your people to recruit 100 people because it's beneficial for you. Your downline pays your lifestyle, whether they do a little or a lot.
Because I know we've been talking about it a long time, but my point is that Monet has taken the predatory out of network marketing.
No, it's still predatory. Monet has put the cringy into MLM very, very, very much. So it's predatory and cringy and embarrassing. And a lot of people publicly speak out how predatory Monet is because they were in Monet before. So, oops.
And built a model that's similar to influencing, in that we link products that we love, but added an element of, if you want to make money and we teach you and you succeed, we will be rewarded for that as well.
Yeah.
You will also be rewarded then when that person doesn't succeed. Scammy, sketchy, predatory.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're a business coach and you're not doing this, you are missing out. Because the more you teach someone to be successful, the more successful you will be too. It is a super symbiotic exchange of energy. I say that all the time because that is what I love about it.
No, that's just the predatory part. The more people you recruit, the more successful you can potentially be. But still, if the people are not successful in your team and they lose money, you still make money off of everything they do.
So this, again, just to wrap that up, this is going to be an exclusive training for our team only. It started today. We can give you the recording. We will have a new girl call on the 6th. And you want to get in now because we have an incentive going to kind of like get you on this fast track and be set up for this new girl call and be set up for the other training that we're going to have mid-month. But it's literally a roadmap. So if you want to earn in 2026, you have absolutely nothing to lose. And you can enroll as a business partner with us to have access to these trainings. And if you hate the products, you have a 30-day money back guarantee. We will personally help you return them. So you don't even have that.
We will personally help you to carry that to the post office. So we're not going to learn what this amazing training is, this super exclusive training, recruit to people who recruit to people who recruit to people so that you can rise in the ranks. We got to join your team. This is a waste of time. I mean, not with my commentary, right? But yeah.
Risk. So Sonia, I'm so excited for you. Sonia is the next to get in her car. This is duplication. Haley has hit the car rank. You have to hit the car rank, for anyone who's wondering, you have to hit the car rank 3 months to earn your car. So that kind of shows you've built a sustainable business. Haley hit it for her second out of third month with flying colors. She hit it with like the whole mid-month, with the whole month to go.
No, you don't have to hit that 3 months in a row to show that it's sustainable. You have to hit it 3 months in a row so that it's more difficult for you to get to the car. You have to hit the MM rank Hardly anybody in the company is able to do so. You need to be at that rank for 3 consecutive months, and then you're not getting a car. You need to purchase the car, you need to lease the car, and Monate gives you money towards the down payment after those 3 months and a monthly payment towards your car payment. But if you drop in rank, if you leave the company, Monate stops the program, you won't get paid. So it's not about sustainability. Monate makes it more difficult for the people to get the payments towards the car.
So this will be the month that she earns her car, zero doubt. Earns her car. She gets to go pick out a Range Rover, a Mercedes, a BMW, a Jaguar, a Cadillac, like whatever. She gets to go pick it out. She has earned it. 1 million. This is not a free car. She earned this car. And then Sonia, who
the car is hers because she has to pay for it. So no, it's not a free car, but she doesn't get a car. She has to get the car in her name and she's responsible for the payment. And Monate, if she continues to hit that rank, gives her a certain money every single month and at the beginning once towards the down payment. We could be more specific here, maybe.
And then Sonia, who joined Haley, is 1 rank away as well, because this is what we teach. We teach duplication. We put you on that roadmap. We say, take this next step. Don't worry about what your step is going to be after that. When you get there, right? When you hit that, rest stop, you need to get gas. We're going to give you some gas and we're going to give you the next road stop. So anyways, I'm so excited for your team. It has been the most fun thing to be part of. I told you this just talking to you personally the other day. You would be like my bestie, I think, if I met you outside of this business, but
Totally.
doing this business with you has made this business so much more fun for me. So
it has made it so much more fun for her, probably because they do like each other, which is great, but also because she now has somebody on the team who was able to hit the MM rank, and the person that she recruited is at the rank below, which also means it ultimately benefits her. They're all stacked on top of each other. That's why it is more fun, because it's more fun if you actually have people on your team who are somewhat successful. That means you also make more money, and the more people they recruit, the more money she makes. And also, if you don't do anything, she still benefits. She still benefits of every single person on her team. You don't need to be successful. That's not a requirement. She still benefits every single time.
So
I couldn't agree. This is the most fun I've ever had building any type of business. Like genuinely. I literally say it to my husband all the time. I'm like,
who's now doing it with you because it's so
yeah,
fun.
he's doing it with me. He's like all of the structure and the things that I'm not good at. So it's actually been really amazing, but it's the most fun I have ever had. And we're curating the coolest community of women who just all have like a very similar drive, a similar desire. And I literally can't wait to see where we are a year from now.
It's going to be crazy. You're
Yeah,
going to be on
agreed.
that stage at Monations. Like that has been my vision since you were sitting in the, I don't know. I just saw it. I was
So
like, I don't know.
funny.
Anyways. All right. Well, thanks for chatting so last
Yeah, this
minute.
was fun.
We always say we're going to do like, I'm like, let's hop on for like 10 minutes and it's always an hour later. This is just what we do. But
I
good
like it.
chat. If you have been watching, get in our DMs. You join Haley, you join me. We work together in this business. We lead together in this business. So if you have questions, just drop in our inbox at any time. I will scream so
Sonia,
loud when I see you on stage. Just
you're
saying.
so sweet.
We'll have Julia with the pom poms.
Yes, yes, we will. And God bless Chance for real. He's
Yeah.
honestly the real MVP. He's
Yeah.
hitting it down.
What a valuable
So
asset, even just getting trainings from Chance. That should be what it's called. We'll have like it's like trainings from Chance. I don't know. He
we
needs like his own
should.
graphic.
He
He
does.
needs
He
his own
needs
graphic.
something because he's like a sales mastermind. It's wild. So
Yeah, he really is. He's really fun to watch. I kind of feel like he's my male spirit animal too. Like he's never even heard me. And when I'll
totally.
listen to him, like I've hopped on one of his trainings and I hear him training girls and I'm like, oh my God, he's like the male version of me.
I know. I've said that to him. I'm like, I'm like, it's so interesting, like, because some of what you're saying Beck has said. And it's interesting like where all the crossover is. But yeah,
I think you just
he's
hopped
great.
on. Is that Chance Knight? Is that your husband?
Yes, that's
We were just
him.
talking about you, Chance.
Babe,
When
we're
we meet, we're gonna
hyping
be
you
like
up.
work husband and wife.
I
Just
know.
kidding. Does that sound good? He's the male version of me. I'm telling you, I would keep here. I'm like, I wanted to like have my pom-poms when I was like, listen, I tried to just stay on mute because I was like letting him do his thing, but I was like folding laundry, listening to him, like, yes, that's so
Yes.
good. It's so good.
Well, I
So
think
you
it's
get
cool
those trainings
too.
too.
Well, I think it's cool too because it's like it's amazing for someone who's like, I'm not good at selling. I have no sales experience. Like, cool, you don't have to. We will
You don't
help
have
you.
to.
We will teach you. And how he teaches, it makes it so like digestible, I think, too. And it's funny because he has been like, I'll be on the couch and I'll be like, here's my phone, help me. And he's like, no, you have to do it. I'm like, no, just do it for me. And he's like, no, you have to
That's
learn.
amazing. That
So
is
he's like,
amazing.
he's
He's
expanding me.
hardcore.
He's so
It's
hardcore. And he's,
Chance's boot camp.
no, literally, literally.
You want to be a boss babe, but you ask your husband to do the job for you, and it's such a boot camp because he says, no, you gotta do it. Yeah, it looks like somebody has more common sense.
I love it.
So yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Well,
okay.
and so Chance and you will get to come together to our first passport trip. The qualifications just started yesterday. So we can at
Yeah.
least look forward to, what is it, November? We'll be
Yep.
on an island or some kind of, but it says it's a bucket list location.
It's Hawaii. It's Hawaii.
So
I
we'll
can't wait
be
to
somewhere.
hear where it is.
I
Will we
know.
find that out on the 5th?
On the 5th. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sick.
So you want to get plugged in. You want to be on the 5th, the call on the 5th, because it is a big corporate. Haley, you're speaking on it, aren't
I
you?
am.
You're speaking on this call. Oh my God. Haley is like coming in and just like taking Monate by storm. This is the second corporate call they've asked her to be on. So, hello, look at how humble she is. Haley is going to be on our month kickoff call. So, get your product pack, get on our corporate launch call, get on our fast track trainings. We will teach you today. If you want to make you want to join, you want to join for around 250, you'll make your 250 back today. The rest of the month will be massive expansion and you'll be making, like, you can make legitimate money if you're willing to work this business like we've been talking about. So don't get overwhelmed with where you're going next. Take it step by step. And who knows where you could be at this point next year. At this time next year,
Crazy.
you can be in the same place or you can take a risk. It's not a risk because we actually have a 30-day money. There's actually no risk other
No
than like
risk.
being willing to get past your own ego and humility, but there's no risk. So do something. Take a chance on
Take a
yourself.
chance.
Take a chance
Look at
with
us.
Monate. That could be the graphic. Take a chance with Monate. I don't know. We're gonna play on this wording thing here.
Yeah, we are
Driving
for
around in our new
sure.
cars. All right. I'll talk to you
Okay.
later. This was so
Sounds
good.
great.
I'll add you as
Love
a
you so much.
collaborator. Love you. Love you.
Okay.
Talk to you
Bye.
soon. Bye.
Mwah.
Well, I guess that was horrible because she couldn't even come up with "Take a Chance on Me," the ABBA song. When she said that that person's name was Chance, the first thing that came to my head that came to my mind was "Take a Chance on Me." Anywho, I guess we won't learn about the fast track training. Apologies, I thought that she was going to walk us through this exclusive training that only the people on her team can learn. So you gotta join her team in order to learn how to make a lot of money. And you cannot make $250 just because you recruit two people right then and there you made the 250 back. You will have to wait until it gets paid out. And if it is connected to the commission of the team that you recruited, then you will get it paid out on the 15th of the month. And if it's connected to the sales of products, you will get it sold out the week after or the next week on a Friday. So you can make 250 bucks if you recruit two people. I think she's talking about the power of two. You recruit two people, those people, and then you also have to have, what was it, 6 or 8 VIP customers. They recruit two people, get customers, and they recruit people, get customers, and then everybody is stacked on top of each other and you rise in the ranks. I guess that's the fast track. And you can also utilize Monate's bonus program for the newbies within your first 5 months plus the month you have joined, because in that case you get extra bonus payments if you're able to hit a rank, keep it, hit the next rank, keep it, hit the next rank, keep it. And that way you can make bonus payments if you are a beginner. This was smoke and mirrors and not a lot more, and a lot of misrepresentations, but luckily I fast sped through part of these. I really thought we were going to learn about the fast track training, but we didn't. Oopsie. Let me know your thoughts. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. That way you will not miss out on further uploads. And if you liked this video, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!